Hello everyone. The topic for today's lecture is the provisions of Right to Information Act 2005 and its relevance in tackling the corruption related cases. It is a fact that too much secrecy in public administration breeds corruption. The Right to Information Act 2005 has been enacted and received assent of the President of India on 15 June 2005. Too much secrecy in public administration cause is the gross cause of the commission of corruption, and it makes bureaucracy autocrat in their day-to-day dealings with the public. To curb this tendency to tackle such situation, the Right to Information Act 2005 has been enacted in the year 2005, and it received assent of the President on 15 June 2005. The main objectives of the Right to Information Act 2005 are: first, to provide for setting out the practical regime of right to information for citizens. Second objective is to secure access of information under the control of public authorities. The third main objective of the Right to Information Act is to promote transparency and accountability in the working of every public authority. The next objective is the constitution of Central Information Commission and State Information Commission. And at last, any other matters connected are incidental thereto, means the disclosure of information related to the public administration will be the main objective of this act. According to section 2 subsection F of the act, information means any material in any form, including records, documents, memos, emails, opinions, advices, press releases, circulars, orders, logbooks, contracts, reports, papers, samples, models, data material held in any electronic forms, and information relating to any private body which can be accessed by a public authority under any other law for the time being in force. According to section 7 of the act, all the citizens have the right to information. Right to information as per section 2 subsection J means the right to information accessible under this act, which is held by or under the control of any public authority, and includes the right to inspection of work, documents, records, taking notes, extracts, or certified copies of documents or records, taking certified samples of materials, obtaining information in the form of diskettes, floppies, tapes, video cassettes, or in any other electronic mode or through printouts, where such information is stored in a computer or in any other device. According to the provisions of section 4 of the act, every public authority shall maintain all its records, detailed catalog, index in a manner and ensure that all the records that are appropriate to be computerized within reasonable time. Further, section 4 provides that the same has to be published within 120 days from the enactment of the act. In this connection, there shall be no obligation to give any citizen information which would impair process of investigation or apprehension or prosecution of offenders, and those matters are specifically exempted from disclosure. It is pertinent to note that this act is not applicable to certain organizations as per the provisions under section 24, like intelligence and security organizations specified in the second schedule. However, the information pertaining to allegation of corruption and human rights violation shall not be excluded. So, the provisions of Right to Information Act 2005 will not be applicable on certain organizations like CBI, police, security forces, etc., and they will be immune from the provisions of the Act, and any information which can hinder the process of investigation, secrecy, etc., cannot be disclosed under the effect of Right to Information Act 2005. The Right to Information Act 2005 is a legal tool that will help check corruption and hold the various departments, agencies, and officials of the government accountable. The Act prevents arbitrary action by any government servant. The Right to Information Act 2005 proposes a mission statement of sorts by stating that it is essentially a practical roadmap detailing the ways by which citizens of India can gain access to information that can promote good governance. So, the basic purpose of Right to Information Act 2005 is to ensure good governance from the side of government officials and to provide each and every information which creates transparency in administration, the delivery of services, etc. Legislations such as the Right to Information Act in India are also important in curbing corruption. On the one hand, it empowers citizens and breaks the information monopoly of the public officials. Therefore, it prevents corrupt public officials from misusing this information to advance their own interest. On the other, it provides the government with more power and public support for conducting top-down audit of corrupt departments. There is an evidence that the latter works effectively in a developing economy eminent. Thank you so much.